Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, there you be. A bit early this morning. Don't think I've ever had a broadcast this early. Fairly confident about that. Had some broadcasts in the morning for when new ships have arrived. Also, we've had a couple of broadcasts around midday time, or when some of the ships have been going off to refits. But I think this is the first time I've broadcast this early morning. It's not very pleasant out there. We're here to see the departure of Ventura. I didn't bother doing a title screen. Ventura was supposed to depart yesterday at 5 o'clock. They changed their departure time to 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's all understood.
Also, the Queen Victoria came in at midnight last night. Managed to catch her coming in. You can see Queen Victoria over here. There we go. There's Queen Victoria. But as you can see, it's rather wet and windy out there. Ventura's at the other end of port, and she was departing first, and then behind her there's a general cargo ship that's departing afterwards. Something Wishful or something. I can't remember exactly what one's called. As you can see, the wind is not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday we had 25, 30 knot gusts, and it was driving rain sideways. Very unpleasant.
Southampton Proposal Wisdom 7.
Proposal Wisdom 7.
Wisdom 7, Southampton Beach.
Yeah, do you have available nav anchorage, sorry?
Yes, they're all pretty much available. I will check, come back to you.
Okay, that's fantastic, thank you.
Yeah, well, any number really from, number 8, 1 or 2.
8, 1 or 2, okay.
Yeah, visibility's not so good this morning, although it's starting to get light. Even when I came into the cabin about half an hour ago to start setting up, I could see that it was quite dark. But in the last couple of minutes, it has started to get brighter. Plenty of traffic out there. Plenty of traffic arriving on the ferry. Ferry's looking quite busy this morning. Well, we should see the Ventura on the side of port.
Yes, you've got your signal and that's on the way now.
Well, the shipmate Nicola Lambert
You are on the way, thank you.
asking the question, do you think we'll have any haulage this morning? That's a good question, shipmate.
Yes, Elizabeth took way out main channel to the east.
Elizabeth, thank you, received.
I don't know if we'll have any haulage or not, frankly. I don't know. I've not covered many morning departures, so it's not something I'm familiar with. It could well do, but also could well not have any. What is the visibility like today? 11 nautical miles, so the visibility is not brilliant. The tide is just on the rise. And what is the temperature? Still quite mild, almost 12 degrees. Although I noticed looking at the weather forecast, it's actually going to get colder as the day goes on. So it's starting off at 11, 12 degrees at the moment. And then by... No, I thought I had a ship on.
Yeah, thank you. All copied. UKGC line is on the way from 29 round to upper spinning ground.
Oh, there we go. I can see a ship on the side of the screen coming on, so she has departed bang on time. Yeah, I was just saying it's 12 degrees C at the moment, and by midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, it will be 1 degree C, so it's going to get colder and colder today. And a couple of shipmates in the chat were saying how their shipmate, I think it was John Newby, he had snow quite wherever he was in the country. Oh, I see there was a few shipmates in the chat. A few early morning shipmates. Excellent. Well done, shipmates. Glad you could join us for this early morning departure. Oh, there's shipmate Tamara. She's actually on board. I was going to expect her to give us a wave, but looking at the weather, I'm not surprised she doesn't give us a wave, but yeah, she was hoping to depart yesterday. Ahoy there, Bean. Ahoy there, Barbara, and ahoy there, Deborah Speller. And ahoy there, Elizabeth G. They must have the Elizabeth G's in the Midlands. It says 1C and snowing. Oh, you must have the bad weather. Oh, look, I think the visibility is getting worse. Oh, come on, it is, isn't it? It's getting lighter, but it's raining. It's getting rainier. Oh, it's miserable out there. Ahoy there, shipmate Kenny Marshall, and ahoy there, Isle of Wight Adventures. I'm not going to run while we're waiting for the ship to come on the screen. Paul from Luff Cruise has sent me over a few bits and pieces. So I know this is P&O Ventura, but here's an idea of some costs on Iona. 7 nights next October. That's a European sort of round trip. $14 nights on Britannia.
BTS will supply.
That's a Caribbean transatlantic.
Hey, good morning, Mum. Just away from 21 berth now, out to SGL for dive ops. 10 on board, maximum draft 1.6.
Will supply. BTS, thank you, all received. Spartina is moving to 31 berth, 32. Sea Line is passing Empress Dock round to upper sailing ground. Ventura is at 105, will be followed by Posa Wisdom from 107.
That's all copy, Mum. Thank you.
There we go. We've actually got a Ventura price here. This is for July next year, 14 nights. That seems quite reasonable to me. £1,300 per person. Calling it Funchal Madeira, Santa Cruz, still Palma, Lanzarote, Cadiz, and then back to the port of Southampton. In fact, we are talking about getting a Southampton Solent Ships group cruise together. If you're interested, please join our Facebook group where we're investigating what we can do and where we can go. Probably talking initially something like a 3 or 4 night group cruise. There's quite a few of the little cruises which will do a couple of destinations, Hamburg and Le Havre or something in Europe. We'll probably try and go off season and see if we can get a good price one. If you're interested, join the group and then we can try and work out what the demand is for. And it is getting thicker out there, isn't it? We could see Ventura quite clearly, and as she's getting closer, she's still not getting any more visible. It's just foul weather. Yeah, there's no map's not updated. Yeah, there's Ventura coming up. Yeah, wind is coming from the north. West northwest. Well, the shipmate Robert Cooper says no rain in Scotland. Shipmate Sean Greentree says, "Oh, shipmate, the weather looks horizontal out there." Yeah, you could see it, can't you? You can just see it in the streetlights. This is we haven't had any sort of decent November weather. I don't think we've been very lucky. Very lucky indeed. Well, the shipmate Babs Kid says, "Good morning. We're finally on our way. Fantastic view from balcony at the back of the ship." Wow. Oh, well, I would say give us a wave, but I'm not surprised if you don't go out. It is pretty filthy out there. Hopefully, it's going to be relatively smooth sailing across to Amsterdam, which makes us a good point. Maybe I should say where Ventura's going. Ventura's off on a 5-day round trip to Belgium and the Netherlands, calling in at Amsterdam and Zeebrugge. And in fact, I quite like the sound of this cruise because this is in fact an overnight in Zeebrugge. Today was supposed to be a sea day, so I would imagine that Ventura will still get to Amsterdam. I would think probably in the right. Well, it's quite a long way to go, isn't it? I imagine she'll get there. She could put the hammers down. Might arrive a little late tomorrow morning, but probably better that he stayed in port overnight with slightly smoother conditions than be bobbing around in the channel with some real windy chop. Well, the shipmate Chris Harris is from a little village in Kent called Eccles. I actually went to a little town called Eccles in the north of England somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was. It might have been in Scotland. I'm not sure. I assumed that's where Eccles cakes come from, but they didn't. Well, the shipmate Nicola Lambert from Guildford, Surrey is pouring down. Yeah. There is some bad weather coming through at the moment, isn't there? At least at this time of the morning, Mr. Cootie has turned his lights off on his restaurant. Well, the shipmate mouse-loving lady asking why Ventura is departing so early. Well, she was supposed to depart at 5 o'clock yesterday evening, but because of the wind and the bad weather in the channel, they decided to delay departure until 7 o'clock this morning. She was supposed to be having a sea day to Amsterdam, so I would imagine that she'll still get into Amsterdam in time tomorrow morning. And on this cruise, it's a night in Amsterdam, so it'll be out on the town.
Thank you. All received white berth reduction as number 2, please. Ventura is 104, followed by Forza Wisdom 7 from 107.
Yeah, a night out on the town in Amsterdam. Well, the shipmate Sandra West says 5 inches of snow this morning in Stoke-on-Trent. Oh, my word. 5 inches of snow. Yeah, no snow here in the port of Southampton. You can see it's getting lighter, though, can't you? It's also getting wetter, which is not very helpful. But it's amazing how quickly it does get light. Well, shipmate Mark Dewey says can't wait to travel on in September. I'm guessing that's September next year. Well, the shipmate Mark Napier says that Mr. Cootie's, yes, right, he sold his restaurant, is now Deja Vu. I think that's
Ventura VTS, thank you. All received. Inward bound traffic UKGC line 38 berth. Inward bound, followed by Will Supply at Dockhead. Over.
I'm not exactly sure that Deja Vu is the best name for an Indian restaurant. Anyway. Gosh, there's a few brave shipmates up on deck. I imagine they might be deck hands, frankly. I'm not anticipating seeing any waivers on board today. Well, I can see a few shipmates at their balconies. You like cabin lights on? There'll be some keen shipmates on board that have already been down to the buffet, had breakfast. They'll probably pop down at the end of the buffet session for a second breakfast. I know that was always my friend who I go sailing with strategy. I think we might have a shipmate with a torch. Incredible. Very early morning sailing in horrible weather. There we go. I don't know. Yep, I'm sure I could see someone there waving a torch around. Well, that is dedication for you, that is. Oh, horrible weather. Traffic's looking pretty awful out there as well. Well, the shipmate Nicola Labatt says should be haulage on Saturday with both Ventura and Iona in port. Yes, two Ionas, two P&O ships. Definitely is a recipe for haulage. And if I quick look at the timetable, and it works out perfectly on Saturday. We've got the Ventura departing at 5 from the other end of port, and so that means she'll have to go do exactly what she's doing now. She'll come past here, go past Iona, and they normally have a good old horn off. Yep. So Saturday will be a better day. Hopefully, a better day for a broadcast. It might still be a bit dark though at 5, but not much we could do about that.
What was the Wisdom 7? Thank you, that's all good.
Yeah, the Red Funnel very busy there with lots of commuters getting on board. Doesn't actually look too bad on this camera. It must be, this camera must be just out of the weather slightly. If you look on ferry cam, it's very unpleasant. Oh, I can see a waving flashlight on the stern. I think that might be our shipmate tomorrow.
Thank you, all received. Traffic outward bound is Elizabeth. From channel out to the east. White berth reduction, please, when you pass destination number 2. Ventura is approaching Dockhead. And Pavosa Wisdom 7 is on the way from 107.
I think she might have a cabin, due to the design of Ventura there. She's probably got a cabin that is actually sheltered from the rain. Rather amazingly. Look at the, yeah, the ferry terminal is definitely building up. The white van men are on their way. We'll get a bit more of Ventura in a second. She goes past Town Quay Pier here. Ventura's one of the older ships in the P&O fleet, built in 2008, so she's 16 years old. I'd imagine she might be off for a refit soon. The last refit was 2018. Haven't had any passenger or crew numbers yet. She's maximum capacity of somewhere around about 3,700 passengers. I'm going to keep a lookout because I think our shipmate tomorrow will still be visible on the stern there. He was busy waving a torch earlier. I think the rain has just eased up a little bit at the moment. Yes, it has eased up. Yeah, I think that's our shipmate there. Yeah, I think because of the design of the stern of Ventura, I think she might be in the dry. Quite a number of shipmates on board on the balconies. I was surprised. Although it is unusual to be departing in the morning. So actually they'll have quite a good view. As the ship heads down Southampton water, it's going to get brighter and lighter. Then they'll be able to see around the Isle of Wight. They'll see that. See the Isle of Wight as they head round there. Then you might see a bit of the English southern coast. Probably not a great deal. And probably the next land you'll see will be the top of Holland as you go in round that way. Considering what the weather's like, I suspect the visibility is not going to be brilliant at all. Shipmate tomorrow's in the buffet in the warm. Excellent strategy. Hoyle shipmate Dennis O'Leary says he's off on the 9 a.m. ferry tomorrow. Hope the weather's better. Yep, 9 a.m. tomorrow. The weather's going to be cold but sunny, so you'll have some clear views tomorrow. Well, the shipmate Jonathan Page is sailing on Queen Victoria today, but haven't been advised of a terminal change. I know it's berth 46 Ocean Terminal where it is arrived last night. Is it moving to the original plan? Oh, that's a good point. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can tell you that. Let's have a look. I'm just having a look. No, it looks like she's going to be at 46 berth. So I think you'll need to head to 46 berth. That's the current information I have. The current information from VTS is that Queen Victoria will depart from 46 berth at 4:30. Maybe they'll tell you later. But you can always check back on port cam. If it's still on port cam, that's where you need to be heading. Oh, I think the rain's coming back again. Oh, the shipmate Nicholas says Aurora's due for a refit next year. I thought it might be time. They don't normally leave it too long between refits. 5 to 6 years, it seems quite typical. Oh, the shipmate Babs Kids said that's me at the stern under the balcony canopy with a coffee in hand. Excellent, shipmate. Well, I think that's the way to do it. Coffee in hand, in the dry. We definitely saw you there. Well, the shipmate Michael White from Bangkok. They'll definitely be experiencing some better weather than we are here currently in the port of Southampton, the soggy port of Southampton. I don't even think I can see much on Netley Cam. No. There is a ship there. Not that we can see a great deal.
VTS, above the Wisdom on 7.
Above the Wisdom 7, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, incident on board the ship. We need an ambulance and we need to put the ship back alongside and I need linesmen, please.
Oh dear.
Above the Wisdom 7, VTS, do you want us to call ambulance?
Yeah, if you can call an ambulance, crew member with a broken leg, and need the linesman to put the vessel back alongside, and we'll see how we get on with 2 tugs, but if there's a third available, potentially.
Okay, yes, no, we can do linesman for you now, so I'll send somebody to do it, but unfortunately, yeah, somebody will have to call the ambulance with all the details.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll get the ship safe first, so let's get the linesman.
Oh gosh, I wonder what's happened there. That is the ship that was moored next to Ventura here, the Pavosa Wisdom 7. She was just coming away from, literally just departed 10 minutes ago, and now she's got a crew member with a broken leg. She's heading back. I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm wondering if perhaps something to do with the wind, maybe a little bit. No, really, it's not that windy. Possibly a line's got caught and snapped. That would often cause an injury. Oh dear. Well, I hope they're all right. Broken leg doesn't sound too bad. That's just it. But what I think about it, if you are interested in finding out more about our group cruise, join our Facebook group. We're going to try and get I think a 3 or 4 day cruise from Southampton somewhere in Europe. Well, the shipmate Philip Braun did have the first cruise on Ventura 2 weeks ago. Fantastic time. Excellent. It's good to hear, shipmate. Shipmate Sue Hawkins says the rain in Kent is hammering down. Well, the shipmate Robert Goodridge says the notification of berth change went out last Thursday, changed to Ocean Terminal and coming back into 101 berth. Oh, there we go. Shipmate Angela says lots of deep snow in our village in Derbyshire. There's a whole range of weather out there for various shipmates have got snow and various shipmates have got heavy rain. We just seem to be in the heavy rain camp here in the port of Southampton. It's not helping much with our views from the camera, is it? We can see the ship. It's just all a bit blurry. It's slightly better on Itching Cam. I think the weather. Actually, the weather is weather. Yes, the weather is blowing it straight at. Yeah, it is blowing it straight at Itching Cam.
Thank you. That's all copied. And no immediate traffic.
Morning, Daria. Thank you.
And good morning to you.
Well, there should be Alison Peter, which says depends which part of the leg you broke. No, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's never a good thing. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Ready to go, VTS, good morning, and all copied. No immediate traffic for you. White berth reduction, please, for S number 2 for Ghibli, when you're passing. Outward bound, traffic is Ventura. Northwest Netley will be clear channel.
Well, shipmates, this is a bit of an unusually early morning broadcast. Weather's not looking great out there. I wonder what it's like over on the Isle of Wight. Oh, it's actually, it's clearing up a bit on the Isle of Wight. Oh, it's clearing up a bit here now in port as well. Well, we'll be back again this evening at 4:30 for the departure of Queen Victoria. She's at the 46th berth. She came in at midnight last night. The weather was really windy when she came in. She even had tug assistance. Yeah, I can see it's still windy out there. I can see the windsock is quite erect here in port. Yeah, that's pretty horizontal. Yeah, so 4:30 for next departure, and that's the Queen Victoria from the Ocean Terminal, which wasn't where she was supposed to be. And that's Queen Victoria. You can see lots of shipmates in the restaurants. There's going to be a few days off then. There's a nothing much is happening until it looks like Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yep. So we've got 2 ships on Friday: the Aurora and the MSC Preziosa. Try and cover those. Then Saturday, Iona and Ventura. They will be. That'll be quite good. I'm pretty sure, as one of the other shipmates has suggested, we'll have some honking on that one, as Ventura has to pass Iona. Then there's a bit of a gap again to nothing until the 27th. It's becoming a little bit sporadic now. It's that time of year where lots of the ships are repositioning, heading off for refits. There's the freight only red Kestrel there. If you are a member of the channel or a Patreon, part of our Discord group, I finished editing up a film with Southampton Christmas Market, so that's available for you to watch. That'll be available for all subscribers probably later on today or tomorrow. Got a few more films I need to catch up on. It's surprising how long it takes to make a film. I can look at the weather over in Cowes now. Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? I think it's going to be like this for the rest of the day, although the weather forecast says it should be clearing up by 4 o'clock, which would be handy, because then that's departure. It should be quite clear for departure of Queen Victoria. Well, hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. I'll carry on following Ventura down Southampton Water. And I shall leave you all to head to the galley. Get yourself some breakfast-orientated grub. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. And just like to thank all of my subscribers, PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channel, and of course the Blue Spanner crew. Till next time, shipmates.
Thank you. No reported track.
BTS, good morning. Sea Green, Stephen Marchford for 46 berth, traps 2 meters and 5 POB.
Sea Green, BTS, good morning. Sorry, what berth are you going to?
46.
All understood, thank you.
BTS, Red Jet 7.
7, carry on.
Newcastle approaching high blind, permission to maintain speed, please.